as you can see from our last video, we poured up the upper impression, and now we need to put it in a base. So the mixing procedure is the same as when we poured it into the impression model. So, but you just need a little more material because this is the base that's going to set in. So probably use double what we had before if you're doing two, upper and lower. So you're just, again, going to squeeze the material in, just keep stirring to incorporate. Every once in a while, stop for a minute and let the particles incorporate with the water. Now, when you're pouring a base, sometimes it's wise to make it just a little thicker than you actually made the material for your impression tray, because as the word implies, base needs a little more substance to it. You want it to be thicker and a little bit stronger. Now, as you can see, we have a lot of material here. We have plenty for two bases, but we're only going to do one. You'll also need to vibrate the material for your base as well, just to get out any excess air bubbles. You can see this is way too thin, so we'll add some more powder. Kind of experimentation. You just have to, there's no exact formula because there's such a change in humidity or wherever you're at, but kind of have an idea of what it would be. A little more. Okay, perfect. All right, so get all that mixed up. And obviously you don't want to wait too long or you'll get to the point of no return where it wouldn't be useful anymore. So let's turn on the vibrator and get to work. Okay, that seems good. Now you don't need the vibrator anymore because this is just a base. So you put the material in. And like I said, we have more than enough for two here. Spread it out just like you're frosting a cake. Okay, now here's the tricky part. And I'll explain. When you're placing the impression into the tray, you don't want to push it down too far or it will become locked. So you just lightly push it down, make sure it's centered to the tray. And then what I like to do is always look underneath to see if it's level. Okay, you don't want it tipped, like you don't want it like that. Okay, you want it to be level and straight. And then you just simply take your finger, wipe the excess material off. Take one more look. That looks good to me, and you are good to go. That's how you pour up a base.